Odie Loke Sports Info here, back with another vid for you guys. Yeah, y'all, hit that subscribe, like, bell icon so y'all can be notified of this reel because y'all know Odie Loke keeps it real. Yeah, you guys, I wanted to come on back and do another one, right? Because at this point, I've been talking about this, with a few of my homies today, right? Right, because we discussed boxing. And at this point, one of my friends is an Earl Spence Jr. fan, right? But, he's starting to get, he's on the fence now. And it's like Earl Spence Jr. is turning, people off, right? Except for the ones who look at him as a king and, and all this, as a messiah and all that stuff. You feel what I'm saying? Except for them, fans, right? But other than that, it's like, bro, what are you doing? What's the holdup, right? What? See, this is the problem. These channels, right? These boxing channels don't want to hold this man accountable so we can get the fight we want. I don't know why. You feel what I'm saying? They got to be getting something got to be going on, bro. Right? This is a legacy fight. Everybody should be pushing for the same thing. Right? Everybody should be putting pressure on both of them. But as you guys can see, we don't have to put pressure on Terrence Bud Crawford. Right? Terrence Bud Crawford is ready, willing, and able. He's ready to do his thing. But these ErrolSexuals, they can't hold this guy accountable. I know he been through an accident. I know he had an eye injury. He been through a lot of tough stuff. Terrence Crawford have too. Right? They both been through tough times. Right? And that's a fact. They both been through tough times. But at this point, I'm just like, School of Skills, man. What up, bro? Yeah, but at this point, I'm just like, if this fight don't get done this year, I'm done with it. It's no use in talking about this fight no more. Right? We've been building this fight up for almost 4 years in June. Almost 4 years in June. Really longer than that like before he got to welterweight, he was already calling them out, right? Because I got a post that he said, shit, I'm about to go up there because I'm hungry, right? So he was already on their neck in 2017 before he even moved up to welterweight. But we've been building this fight for so long, and we right at the doorstep, and this dude is dragging his feet. Right? Don't you remember that post with Victor Conte and Mikey Garcia when he said that Earl Spence Jr. was dragging his feet about getting into VADA and all that? Well, he didn't want him to drag his feet and all that. He's doing the same. They playing. Al, you that scared? You are really that scared that Earl Spence Jr. is going to lose and you're going to lose the Texas market? You don't have no confidence in this man? None? If I was Earl Spence Jr., I would be pissed off, right? But that just shows his mentality. He's a go along, get along. That just shows his mentality. He's a go along, get along, right? Because no way in hell, if I'm a fighter and my promoter, right, he Scared for me. What? Man, I'm about to go up in here and whoop his ass. What you mean? Why you scared? Shit, I'm about to bring that other belt to the PBC. They don't have no, it's obvious Derek James don't speak highly of him and stuff like that. Like, what up, Dolomite? Derek James don't really speak highly of this man like that. He always get triggered when Terrence Bud Crawford name get brung up. He triggered. Him and Jermell Charlo, they get triggered like some sensitive ass girls. Right? They just get triggered. And you be like, what the hell going on, bro? We just want a fight. But this just shows the mentality of Errol Spence Jr. He's a go along, get along. It's obvious the writing is on the wall that Al Heyman don't have no confidence in him, right? Because if he had confidence in this man, he would have been sent him to Crawford. He would have been sent this man to Crawford when Crawford first moved up, right? And got that belt from Jeff Horn. He would have said, go and get that belt. Y'all know Al Heyman? He would have said, go and get that belt from that dude. They was willing to fight Jeff Horn. No problem. It wasn't no size of the street talk. It wasn't none of that crap. Now we on the cusp. The rubber almost meeting the road. Oh, yeah, man. But even Floyd, yeah, bro, like, man, like JD, like the writing is on the wall, bro. What's going on? You know, everybody's seen that Ugas fight. See, the ErrolSexuals, they was all pumped up because, right, they haven't seen Errol Spence Jr. in a long time. But if you really analyze that fight, Errol Spence Jr. power is decreasing, bro. It's going downward. He's going backwards. Errol Spence Jr. is going backwards. Just think about his career right now. Look, let me break it down to y'all. Look, he fought Kell Brook, who had what? One loss, right? He fought Kell Brook, who had one loss. He fought Mikey Garcia, who didn't have none, right? He fought Ocampo, who didn't have none. I forgot how many losses Lamont Peterson had, what, 2 or 3, something like that, right? Lamont Peterson had like 2 or 3, right? Then he fought Sean Porter, who had 2 losses. Then he fought Danny Garcia, who had 2 losses. Then he fought Udanis Ugas, who had 4 losses. He's going backwards. This man came from a person with 1 loss. Then he went to Mikey with no losses, right? Even though he was supposed to knock out little ass Mikey, but he went to Mikey with none. No losses. Then he went to Ocampo, who was a domestic Mexican fighter, right? He's still fighting in Mexico to this day, right? And he's pretty good in Mexico, actually. You know what I'm saying? Ocampo is pretty good in Mexico, to be honest. But yeah, Ocampo, right? Because I think he still only got that 1 loss by Spence. To this day, he still only got 1 loss. But yeah, Ocampo. Then Lamont Peterson, I forgot how many that he had, like 2. He had about 2 or 3 losses. Then Sean Porter with 2 losses. Then Danny Garcia with 2 losses. Then he just fought Udanis Ugas with 4 losses. What heavy lifting are we talking about? This is what I can't understand this. I mean, it's like, what are we talking about? Right? What heavy lifting? This man ain't, I mean, come on, bro. He's not doing any heavy lifting at all. At all, at all. But the real sad part about it is that we don't really have no true boxing fans, you guys. These ErrolSexuals is not true boxing fans because they would want to see the fight. They would be pushing for the fight. They would be making videos calling out Errol Spence Jr. Bro, where the contract at? Where the contract at? We've been waiting on this fight this long. We almost there. Don't play around with us. Give us what the fuck we want, man. We'll give y'all $100 a fight. Right? Y'all want 100? You want a bill out of us? Okay. We'll give it to you. We'll give you Floyd Mayweather and Pacquiao prices. This shit is out of control though, bro. It's really out of control. And the ErrolSexuals is not holding this guy. I just don't understand how you cannot hold a man accountable. Yeah, bro. Yeah, man. But I don't want to believe that, Felipe. I don't want to believe that. I done made videos saying it, but I want to be. Oh my God, man. I want to be proven wrong. I really do, man. I really want to be fucking proven wrong, man. But these guys, man, it just seemed like I'm going to be right again, man. Jermell Charlo and Brian Castano fight May 14th. They trying to keep Crawford from using his option of the WBO champ. Yeah, bro. Like, they trying to do something. Like they up to some School of Skills. They up to something, right? They up to something. This is the PBC we talking about, people, right? Everybody be looking at Bob. Everybody be looking at Eddie. Some people look at Oscar. Everybody is looking everywhere else but Al Heyman. Just because you don't see the Wizard of Oz, just because he behind the curtain, you know he pulling strings. He's the puppet master. And it seemed like he got these guys hypnotized because Errol Spence Jr. was a dog. I mean, for real, Errol Spence Jr. was a dog. I thought he wanted to fight everybody. I thought he wanted to. I mean, come on, bro. We got to stop this shit, man. But it's all about accountability. If he had his fans, right? If his fans was on his head, he would have to make a move. But they giving this dude a pass. They giving him a pass, right? They got the bigger channels, right? See, it's all these dudes with these big ass channels and stuff like that, pushing narratives. So the smaller channels, you know, who really want the fights, we not gonna even get the fight. Right? Because these bigger channels, they want to continue to eat, you know, build up more subs and, you know, push narratives. So they not gonna tell their fans the truth. They not gonna tell their subscribers the truth. They want them to be delusional. Most of these guys don't even be posting links. You see how I be posting video. I give you video. I give you articles. I give you all that so you can check it out for yourself. I don't want you to be in the dark. I want you to know about boxing, because if you know about boxing, it makes boxing better. It can grow. We can still debate. We still gonna have debates, right? Because it's gonna be other fights. It's gonna be other fights, and we gonna pick a side, and we gonna still be debating the same. Come on, bro. Crawford and Spence is not the end all be all. It's gonna be another big fight after them. We got Jerron Boots Ennis and Virgil Ortiz. If Virgil come back to 147, I don't know. But, you know, that's another big fight. I just don't understand. They say they want the fight. They say he the A side. Okay, A side. Where's the contract? Did it take Canelo and Caleb Plant this long shit to hash out a deal? I don't think so. I don't think it took their ass this long. No. But I thought Errol Spence Jr. was on Canelo level, right? This is the stuff that these channels be pushing. It's obvious that he's not on that level because he haven't sent out a contract, right? He's a go along, get along. He's going by what Al Heyman is telling him to do. Period. This is why I had to really think about Keith Thurman. I said, why is everybody mad at Keith Thurman and shitting on Keith Thurman when he was doing the same shit Al Heyman was telling him to do that Errol Spence doing? He was doing the same shit. Al Heyman was telling Errol Spence Jr., call him out, right? And Al Heyman was telling Keith Thurman, we gonna let the fight marinate. Simple. So Spence going around chasing Keith Thurman like he gonna really get the fight, but it was a set schedule for that fight. It was a set schedule, and that was supposed to be in 2020. But what happened? Right? Keith Thurman lost. Errol Spence Jr. got injured. 2020, we had a pandemic. Fucked off everything. Right? Man, it messed off the whole plan. But this is what happens when you try to marinate shit and milk shit out. Al Heyman is the king of marination. I mean, come on, bro. This dude just be, sitting around just playing with these fights. Just give us the fight, bro, when it's hot and ready. Shit like a Little Caesar's pizza. You feel what I'm saying? Give us the fight, hot and ready. Bam. Y'all gonna make y'all money. Shit. If it's a good fight, y'all can do it. You know, y'all can have a rematch. Right? Y'all go on and fight somebody else, and then y'all come back and have a rematch. Y'all make twice as much money. Bam. Everybody paid. Everybody happy. But Errol Spence Jr., see, like what it is that Al Heyman has the final word, say for Errol Spence Jr. See, when he was in this picture over here in the red, he was going around talking about, oh yeah, man, but I'm my own promoter. No, you're not. You don't, bro. You following directions, you following orders, right? Because in the same breath, right? Probably say like a paragraph later, he said, call Al. You just said you your own promoter, you your own boss, you your own this, and then when they ask you about something, you say, call Al. This is just how delusional the ErrolSexuals are, man. These guys are crazy. And they not holding this guy accountable. And this is why we probably never get to fight. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because there's one fan base that don't really want the fight. Right? And that's the bigger fan base. Just think of that. That's the bigger fan base. The bigger fan base don't want the fight. And they making every excuse in the book for the fight not to happen. They didn't put so many underbosses in front of Terrence Crawford, right? Man, he got to fight this guy. Okay, he knock him out. Oh, he got to fight that guy. Oh, he knock him out. Oh, he got to fight this guy. Oh, he knock him out. Right? Like Errol Spence Jr. is just the boss of all bosses. Like, bro, get your ass in the ring and fight. That's what you signed up for. Didn't nobody put no gun to your head and make you sign up to be no boxer. You signed up for it. Do it. Don't you know how many black men would love to be in that position right there, bro? right? They can make millions of dollars, right? Challenging themselves. Okay, shit, if I lose, shit, I made millions of dollars. Right? Back to the gym. Shit, I got to improve on some stuff. I mean, I just don't understand this new generation of fighters. That's why Bud is a throwback. He's a throwback fighter. You want to take on everybody. He's a throwback. If he feel like you the best in that division and he in that division, I want to fight you. You say you the best, right? Yeah. Okay, let's fight. If you win, you win. That's the thing about Terrence Crawford, see? He not scared to lose either. That's the thing about Crawford. He not scared to lose, really. Right? Like when he's slugging it out with somebody, he just going for broke. It's about the best man. Hey, shit, if he get me, he get me. Right? But I'm going to try my hardest to get, Come on, man. But Earl Spence Jr. though, the ErrolSexuals, they want Earl Spence Jr. to retire undefeated, right? And just it's like, bro, like everybody not Floyd Mayweather. And everybody shouldn't be Floyd Mayweather. Everybody should challenge themselves in boxing. If you signed up to be a boxer and you just in one weight division for your whole career, you trash. Straight up. Right? I mean, come on. You can't move up, down. You can't do nothing. Oh, well, Spence, he moved down. But Spence, you need to be moving up. Oh, with James Allen, Thurman against everybody. Yeah, man, like I had to really think about Thurman. I'm like, Thurman, he deserved to be in the mix, Why? Because they fucked over Thurman. For this dude. They fucked over Thurman for Spence. Yeah. Yeah. They seen his fan base. They seen the Keith Thurman fan base turned into the Earl Spence Jr. fan base. For real. They turned on Keith. Turned on him. Right? Oh, Keith, man. He dodged smoke from Earl Spence Jr. He dodged smoke from. They don't even know that Earl Spence Jr. he didn't got told by Al Heyman to call out Keith Thurman, and Keith Thurman been told something totally different. Bro, like we just gonna let this fight marinate. Just let him build up just let him build up his name off you. Right? They never expected for the fan bases to switch. But that's what happened. Right? Because Keith Thurman, he was out a lot. He was injured, got married, and he was across the Atlantic in Nepal. He over there boxing in the street and doing all type of, he playing the flute on it. Like Keith Thurman was living his best life. You feel what I'm saying? Had a baby, and like Keith Thurman was living his best life. And could you really blame him? Right? Dirty Left, what up, bro? Yeah, man, no. But could you really blame him, though? Could you really blame Keith Thurman for going to do his thing? Why? Man, because Al Heyman probably told him to do. See, like, people don't even be know. You feel what I'm saying? Like, Al Heyman probably told him to take a break, man. Take a break. You feel what I'm saying? People don't even be thinking about that type of shit. Like, Al Heyman probably told him, like, hey, man, like, like, just take a break, bro. Like, like, after your surgery, like, you just got married. I mean, like, you feel what I'm saying? You having a new baby, like, come on, bro. Nobody ever thought about that shit, right? Man, he can't say nothing. Why? Because that's talking bad about Al Heyman. He'd be in the doghouse. Nobody ever thought about that. That Al Heyman probably told him to take a break so Errol Spence Jr. can build up. Oh yeah, school of skills. Nah, yeah, man, I gave you a wrench, bro. Yeah, man. But yeah, bro, like I'm telling you, man, it's bro, like it's really sad out here, man. It's really sad and it's really weird. It's like this is weird. I never seen a fan base that say they want something. They've been claiming that they fighter can beat up this little guy, right? He too light in the ass. He this, he that. He ain't fought nobody at 135. He ain't fought nobody at 140. He ain't fought nobody at 147. But they cannot get this Red Riding Hood to send him a damn contract so we can see the fight. And they not even holding him accountable, but they saying that Red Riding Hood can do all that stuff right to the big bad wolf. Prove it. Oh yeah, bro. Like Earl been protected, bro. It may, bro, man. I don't know why I just be thinking of shit like that, but it's just like you got to, you got to try to put yourself in that business. Like, okay, man, like Al Heyman, right? He's a chess player. So it's like Keith Thurman was chasing Manny Pacquiao, and just think about this. Keith Thurman was chasing Manny Pacquiao. Crawford need to see Thurman. He's suspect. No, I doubt that. Man, he can see Thurman? Yeah, after we get this fight. After we get this fight, I don't care what, I mean, bro. But Crawford said he don't want no tune-ups. He don't want nothing but to go straight into the Spence fight. And he waiting for a contract. He waiting for the A side, right? Because the ErrolSexuals, they always say he the A side, he's the A side, he's the A side. Okay, we concede that, right? Okay, now we concede that. Okay, you got it. You got it. You got it, A side? All right, A side, you got the A side. Now, where is the offer? A side? Why do this man got to do interviews with ESPN blasting y'all out that y'all ain't sent nothing? A side? This man been a free agent for over 5 months. A side? Playing. Straight up playing. Right? Man, but people though, like, I seen on a couple of channels, they was like, oh no, that Spence, he really don't got nowhere to go. I said, bro, Al Heyman will always make a way. Always make a way. He will always make a way. Always. Bruh. Man, but who's to say that he not waiting for this Charlo Castano fight, right? And he let Errol Spence Jr. move up to 154 and take on the winner of that fight. Huh? Who's to say he not waiting on that? Come on, bro. How it works. Like Thurman is with Heyman. Bud is a free agent. Heyman won't really little belt to Bud. That's a free. Exactly. Like, I already know that, bro. Right now, we talk about all that over here, bro. We know all that information on this channel. You feel what I'm saying? Like, we know all that. But it's just, it's about accountability. If his fans, right, the ones who look at him as a king, as a god, right, he can't do no wrong. He can't say no wrong. He can't be on camera doing no crazy stuff and get called out. He can't do no wrong. No wrong. But what you say, Dirty Left? Like they move Ugas out of the mandatory so he can. Oh, exactly, bro. It was the plan, right? We gonna use Ugas later on down the line. You feel what I'm saying? Just like they start using who? Gamboa later on down the line. Right? Come on, bro. Man, and what are both of those fighters? Huh? What are both of those fighters? Ugas and Gamboa. What are they? What kind of fighters are they? I'll wait. What kind of fighters are they, chat? Huh? What kind of fighters are they? I mean, come on, man. The same thing they did to who? Louis King Kong Ortiz. What kind of fighter is he? Huh? Come on, bro. Like the right, it's like, man, like the writing be on the wall. Until EJ fights Thurman or Bud. Oh, I got to call you back. Until EJ fights Thurman or Bud, he is not elite. Yeah. Yeah, man, he not an elite welterweight. Yeah. Man, but he trying to get up out of that. He trying to get up out of that, James. James Allen. He really trying to get up out of that. I mean, for real though. And what? The ErrolSexuals is not holding him accountable for trying to duck Keith Thurman. We don't care about you being mad that Keith Thurman, he was following Al Haymon plan before you was following Al Haymon plan. We don't give a damn about that. Right? Now do y'all get it? Al Haymon got plans. A whole, you feel what I'm saying? He trying to plan out your career 5-6 years. You feel what I'm saying? So he had Keith Thurman clout chasing Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather, right? We all knew damn well that Keith Thurman wasn't gonna get that fight, right? And then he had Errol Spence Jr. clout chasing Keith Thurman. Right? Because Errol Spence Jr., he did something in sparring, right? He did do that in sparring with Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather probably wasn't impressed. Probably like, oh yeah, man, he good. You feel what I'm saying? Gave Al Haymon the word, because he talked to Al all the time. Gave Al Haymon the word, and Al Haymon made a play. We gonna sick him on Keith Thurman. Since Keith Thurman clout chasing you, and he building up a crowd, you feel what I'm saying? Because Keith Thurman was building up a crowd of clout chasing Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather. Right? Don't duck me, son. Don't duck me, son. Come on, man. He built up a crowd, clout chasing. Errol Spence Jr. built up a crowd, clout chasing Keith Thurman. Right? Keith Thurman fell off. Now Errol Spence Jr., he can rise a little higher. And plus, he got Texas. Right? Texas is bigger than Miami. I mean, well, Florida. So it's all about that, y'all. You feel what I'm saying? And the real thing is about the fans. If the fans will hold this dude accountable, that's all they got to do. I'm gonna excuse that plane going overhead. Loud. But all they got to do is hold him accountable. Be on his Twitter. Like, bro, when you gonna fight Crawford? When you gonna fight Crawford? Right? When you gonna fight Crawford? He can't get away from the question. Everywhere he go, when you gonna fight Crawford? Right? Like when he trying to make jokes on Twitter and all that, man, like people should be like, where's the contract at? When you fighting Crawford? Where's the contract? Right? Where the contract? When you fighting Crawford? We don't want to hear shit else from you, bro. We don't want to hear no laughy, giggle, none of that shit. We want to see a fight that we've been waiting on for I mean, shit, for over 4 years, right? Shit, if you put 2017 in there, shit, like over 5 years then. That's fireworks, you guys. That's popping in the background. Yeah, you guys, but I mean, come on. This is just how it go, though. No accountability. He can get away with anything. And nobody says a fucking word. These big ass channels, right? Huge boxing channels. Huge boxing channels telling lies on the internet to the boxing fans. And then they wonder why the sport is dying. Then you wonder why the sport is dying and you own the internet lying to the boxing fan. Right? To the ones who just now coming in, don't know shit about boxing, right? They trying to learn. They really interested in the sport. They trying to learn, and all they hearing is a narrative, right? And all they hearing is a narrative, bro. Oh, yeah, bro. Like, they should have been fought about like 2-3 times by now, man. I mean, come on. They could have fought in 20... What? They could have fought, what? I say 2019. The 2019 could have started it off. Bam, they could have fought before he fought Mikey Garcia, right? Before he fought Mikey Garcia, he could have fought Terrence Bud Crawford 2019. Bam, they could have split up. He could have fought Mikey Garcia after that. Right? Because it still would have been a huge fight in Texas. Still would have been a big fight in Texas. It still would have been a good selling fight in Texas. Right? Because I believe that he would have lost. Well, shit, like back then, I believe that Errol Spence Jr. probably could have got Crawford. He's just now coming up to 147. He was just coming up there, bro. That was your perfect opportunity to get him in 2019. Perfect opportunity. You were supposed to pounce on him. I mean, for real, you were supposed to pounce on him like a leopard, man. I mean, like a Black Panther, bro. You were supposed to leap on Crawford ass, like, okay, man. Like after he fight Jeff Horn, bro, like we gonna go right into that fight, right? Why, man? Because he not acclimated to the weight yet. You feel what I'm saying? And I can just apply this pressure. And I mean, come on, man. Now he'll fuck around and break. You feel what I'm saying? But nope. He want to wait it out, listening to Al Heyman, like Al Heyman gonna get in the ring and take that ass whooping, right? You want to listen to Al Heyman. Don't matter. Like Thurman didn't lose the WBC and the WBA just made that Thurman number 4. Crawford and EJ need to fight Thurman before they can say the best boxer. Water down. Heyman is a smart businessman. Oh yeah, man. Now, he's a very smart businessman. No, he's a very smart businessman, but he didn't mess off these guys' career. So it don't matter about the business, right? What legacy are they gonna have? What legacy are they gonna have? If Errol Spence Jr. don't take on Terrence Bud Crawford, what is he gonna have? What, a 3 belt holder at one division? Okay, that's good. Right, that's great, but you got the 4th one just sitting right there, just waiting for you to, try to get it. Right, try to, try your luck, man. Roll the dice, bro. You probably win. It's a 50-50 fight. I don't know what it. That's what I really can't get through my head too. It's like, damn, I see it as a. I see Crawford winning the fight, but I'm not saying that Spence can't win. Hell no. That'd just be dumb of me thinking that, right? Spence can win the fight. That's why it should be 50-50. It's a 50-50 fight. I'm just going for Crawford. That's it. And talking shit about it. That's it. Right? But the Crawford fans, we have confidence. We literally have confidence in Crawford that he gonna win. That's the difference between us and you ErrolSexuals. We have confidence in this man. Like, it's like, shit, like we know that Crawford gonna whoop his ass. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, we don't, it's like, come on. We know he gonna whoop his ass. Right, but the ErrolSexuals is always something. He got to do something. He got to do this. He got to do that. He got to move this way. He got to leave this person. He can't go back to that person because if he go back to that person, he dumb. And then if he, it's like, damn. But Errol Spence Jr. haven't been held accountable for not sending a contract. Right? Errol Spence Jr. haven't been held accountable for bullshitting us for years, right? In boxing, playing with us. Saying he his own promoter, I'm my own boss, I'm my own this, I'm my own that. No, you're not. Because at the end of all that, you saying you your own boss and all that, you say call Al. So the real boss is Al. I mean, you feel what I'm saying? So we got to stop this, man. I mean, like, we got to really stop. ErrolSexuals, hold your king accountable so we can get this fight. If y'all really want the fight. But I'm pretty sure that y'all don't really want the fight because y'all know the outcome too, right? They know the outcome. They know the outcome. They can see the skill level. They can see the skill gap. They can see it. They can see the power gap, right? They can see the ring IQ gap. They can see all that. They just don't want to admit it, right? And come to reality like, damn, Crawford is going to beat the hell out of that guy, right? Okay, he coming from a lower division, but he got tools in his tool bag. And all I see Errol Spence Jr. doing is pressure fighting, you know, like with volume. Okay, he can turn it up, though. Earl can turn it up, right? But Sean Porter could turn it up, too, right? Sean Porter, he could turn it up, too, right? Throw a lot of punches. Sean Porter, he was known for throwing a lot of punches, right? Right? He pressures you every second of every minute of every round, right? Don't y'all remember that saying? Sean Porter pressures you every minute of every second of every round, right? Threw 700 and some punches of shit against Spence. He only threw, how many punches did he throw against Crawford? Huh? Threw 700 and something punches against Spence. How many punches did he throw against Crawford? 300 and what? Like 40 something. You see how that volume came down? This is what the ErrolSexuals know. This is what they don't understand too. Facts, they really. Yeah, now this is what the ErrolSexuals really don't understand too. You know? Facts. Facts. If he really keep the buck, Earl playing games has to help Crawford up. He would be at 154. Thing on 160. Crawford was. Yeah, bro. Like, exactly, man. Yeah, exactly. Okay, now what you say, James Heyman? Like, Heyman cuts checks. Drake Mayweather, Michael Jackson, everyone check. He control everything. He a boss. Yep, and he need to stay in the goddamn entertainment industry. That's where he should have stayed at, cause he don't know nothing about boxing. Yep, he trying to make all these dudes into rappers. Yep, that's the problem, right there, James. That's the problem. He trying to turn all these guys into rappers instead of being what they signed up for, a boxer. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, bro. Like Sean Porter value went down because he was taking them thunderous body shots. Every time he missed, he paid. Every time he missed, he paid. Right? So the ErrolSexuals, they think, oh yeah, man, he's gonna come up in there, man. He's just gonna have just so much value. Yeah, all right. Crawford gonna hit him with something hot in the first round and let him know, yeah, take that. Now let's see how you react the rest of the fight, right? Because you always got a plan until you get hit in the mouth, right? And I already know what Crawford gonna do. Like everybody think that Crawford, he starts off slow. Man, but Crawford controls the ring with his feet. Similar to Shakur. Similar to Shakur, he controlled the ring with his feet. Right? He don't eat. I mean, like Crawford sometimes he don't even really have to throw punches. He can use his feet to get out the way. Then he test shots, he feint, he see, man, he trying to analyze you. He trying to see what he can get in, trying to see, you know what I'm saying? Trying to see if he got to turn southpaw, you know, by the third round, fourth round, you know what I'm saying? He gonna try out a couple things. All right. Right? So it's like, bro. I don't know what you're saying, bro. Oh yeah, bro. Like they making up bro. Like they making up everything now, bro. But bro, you like Crawford, but who has he defeated in the welterweight division that Thurman hasn't beat 3 years ago? If Crawford, Jeff Horn, Jose Benavidez, Mean Machine. Now you ask me a question, bro. Now you answer a question for me, James. Name one welterweight, a natural welterweight, that Errol Spence has fought with a 70% KO ratio. I can name one Crawford fought, Mean Machine. Now name one that Spence has fought with a 70% KO ratio. Right, with power like Crawford. Name one fighter that Errol Spence Jr. has fought that's a natural welterweight. A natural welterweight. Right? Name that person. It's not Danny. It's not Kell Brooks. It's not Sean Porter. It damn sure ain't Ugas. It ain't no Campo. It's not Lamont Peterson. Right? You know who that person was that he fought with a 70% KO ratio? Mikey Garcia. Oh, little Mikey. Meanwhile, Terrence Crawford is taking on Mean Machine, who's an Olympian, by the way. People, they fail to mention that he was in the Olympics, right? Okay, no, but yeah, man. Oh, no, you just a Thurman fan? Oh, yeah, man. Like, you know. Man, but Thurman, you know, like he just fell out the favor with the crowd, you know, because Errol Spence Jr., he was talking that good talk. Why? Because his fans are delusional. They don't even know that he was following a script, right? He's following a script that Al Heyman wrote out for him, right? At least Buzz supporters are logical. These Earl supporters are, oh yeah, bro. Like we think with logic. They be thinking that we be hating on Spence. It's like, no, we don't hate on Spence. Spence say shit out his mouth, and then he'd come right back and say something totally different. And you be like, bro, You a hypocrite. Right? Like we've been talking about this A side, B side stuff for how long, you guys? Years, right? A side, B side, A side, B side, A side, B side, A side, B side. Okay. Terrence Crawford, a free agent, right? We didn't concede it, right? Because since he's a free agent, we know he can't send them an offer, right? So we didn't concede it that Earl Spence Jr. is the A side, basically, right? So where's the contract? Where is the contract? And I want y'all to go around to these channels and push this. Where is the contract? You can get on Twitter, bro. This dude can get on Twitter and talk about Bo Mack and talk about all this other irrelevant stuff, right? But you haven't sent this man one offer, right? But people, they talking about, oh man, now he need to take 60-40. Where is it at? He haven't even got a 60-40 offer. Where is it at? You know why they haven't offered him 60-40? Because he gonna take it and whoop his ass. So they just push the narrative out there. Oh yeah, man, he needs to take that 60-40. He needs to take that 60-40, knowing damn well that Al Heyman and him haven't sent, this man nothing. They haven't sent him a damn thing. But hey, man, shit, it is what it is, you guys. You know, they not gonna never. I guess. They don't want to see the fight. They just don't want to see the fight. You know, I got to just come to that realization. They just do not really want to see the fight, OD, and you got to let it go, bro. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, like we about to miss another legacy fight, right? Right? Another legacy fight between two black brothers, right? Another legacy fight. Shit, we already then got fucked out of AJ and Deontay Wilder, right? Something that probably would have changed boxing, right? We didn't already got played out of that. Didn't have no problem fighting Tyson Fury. Huh, Al? You didn't have no problem sending him to Tyson Fury. But Deontay Wilder get offered generational money, $120 million, and you make this man turn it down. Man, and y'all saying he good for the black man. Man, that dude's, bro. Yeah, man, he's a smart businessman for his business, bro. Right? He trying to keep the PBC afloat. He trying to pay back them investors he owed. For that $900 million to start off the PBC. That's what he trying to do. And he trying to play these fighters out, you know, like so he can keep all the money on the PBC. Man, I can't even understand that they had people really saluting that shit. Oh yeah, Deontay Wilder, man, he made the right decision. Oh man, he made the right decision. What? By turning down $120 million? The dude was about to fight. The dude, man, like they was about to give him what I think like $30 million for fight fucking Dominic Breazeale. And you seen he knocked out Dominic Breazeale in what, 20, 30 seconds? A minute at the most? This man could have got $30 million for a minute of his time. Come on, man. But people though, they was actually rolling with that shit. But these same channels claim that they for the black man. Oh yeah, man, we made these channels for the black, for the black community boxer. No, you didn't. Why? Because if you did, you'd have been telling him, bro, go and take that money. And you got a great chance of beating AJ. A great chance. right? Because it all comes down to who landed the right hand first. And Deontay Wilder was quicker and more agile. But got fucked over, right? And then we see what happened in the end, right? These same people who was praising Deontay Wilder, saying he got cheated by Tyson Fury, saying this, saying that, saying this, saying that. They don't even be talking about the man no more. They don't even be talking about the man no more. It's crazy. That's how you gonna be, Spence. You know? They love you when you at the top, right? They love you when you at the top, man. See, Terrence Bud Crawford, he always been getting shitted on. See, that's the thing what people don't understand with Crawford. He always been getting shitted on. You feel what I'm saying? Always been getting shitted on, you guys. Always. So this is not nothing new to him. He embraces it and he loves it. He always been getting talked bad about. Oh man, you bad, you this, you that. You ain't gonna never be this. You ain't gonna never be that. You ain't gonna never do this. You ain't gonna never do that. Uh-huh. Shit, you see where he at, right? You see where he at, right? And steady climbing on you haters. You feel what I'm saying? So yeah, you guys, I'm gonna leave it right there, man. Subscribe to the channel. Share this video for these ErrolSexuals, man. You feel what I'm saying? Because they got the, I mean, come on, you guys. It's pathetic. They pathetic. Call themselves boxing fans. They really trying to save Red Riding Hood, huh? From the big bad wolf. Yeah, you guys, subscribe to the channel. Share this video. Like, hit that notification bell. I'm gone.